Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Bone out from Boneville. So I was able to figure out what the problem was with the hide and go seek mini puzzle and I was able to beat it. See, I can't believe you beat us. Let's continue the story then.
Yeah, we're really good
Now
hiders.
they'll show me
You want
the
to play
path
again,
to
Mr.
the
Bone?
hot spring. Uh, Not now. You said you'd take me to the spring.
Not now, guys. You said you'd show me how to get to the spring.
It's real easy. Just walk all the way over there and go through the bush.
The bush with the flowers all over it.
You sure you don't want to play another game?
How would you like to hear a story? Let's see. Maybe another time.
Maybe another time.
Okay. Goodbye, Mr. Bone.
Bye!
Bye, Mr. Bone.
So there was a hiding spot that was like right here and a hiding spot that was up here in the tree. And that's partially part of the hide and go seek problem. So it probably wasn't bugged. After all, I just didn't find all the hiding spots. I am cheating myself out of the dialogue a little bit, but I just kind of want to get going. And I think I'm going to move at such a rapid pace to get to an actual what I'm expecting from a point of click adventure game that I'm going to run right into the end of it. Because yeah, I could read them a story, but I have no reason to do that. So I'm taking characterization and dialogue just out of the equation. Okay. A human girl. Or fairy. And he's in love with him. Fone Bone.
Hello? Don't be afraid. Come on down. We'll share the pool.
So here's a good example of just like how the graphics are gonna look
Hello.
sort of bad on her and not anywhere as bad as on him, because it's that uncanny valley concept. The more it looks like a human, the better it has to look before any question happens. And why are their heads violently shaking every now and then? I don't know, but it seems like it fixed that. Whereas for Bone, he's just around. The heads did it again. Oh. Let's ask, are you Thorn? Have you seen my cousins? How do you get to, do you know how to get to Boneville? Let's just be nice. He doesn't say anything.
Are you new around here?
He's infatuated.
Fone Bone, what's yours?
Pleased to meet you, Fone Bone. My name is Thorn.
Thorn?
See, now he said something completely different. Let's keep trying to woo her.
That's lovely. Thorn.
Thanks?
I've been looking all over for you.
You have? Why?
There is a book and a map.
I like your brooch.
Oh, thanks. My grandma gave it to me.
Yeah.
Where have you been all my life?
Where have you been? Seen my cousins?
What?
Have you seen my cousins?
Your cousins are here too?
I've been asking around about them, but no one's seen them. Not even that dragon.
Did you just say dragon?
Don't you believe in dragons?
No. Should I?
I seem to be missing some dialogue here.
Hooray! Pretty soon I'll be back in Boneville, and I won't have to worry about dragons or this crazy valley again.
Look, I'd like to help you,
Well, let's go. No time to lose.
but I don't know a place called Boneville. I've never heard of it. There's a little village down the road called Barrelhaven. Does that help?
Oh. I'm pretty sure my cousins are in the valley, unless those two rat creatures got them.
Did you just say rat creatures?
Let me guess. You don't believe in rat creatures.
Now listen to me. You're not fooling around. You really saw two rat creatures?
I really saw two rat creatures.
I really saw two rat creatures.
I think we'd better get out of here. I'll take you to Grandma Ben's. She'll know what to do.
This conversation has not gone well at all. I don't know if this is just dialogue writing or if this is supposed to be a joke. I thought Bone was a
Okay,
French
I'm ready.
comic,
Let's
but
go.
Okay.
the name of the
I'll help you pick
creator
up your
seems
stuff.
to
What's
be
this?
not
Oh,
French.
that's just an old map we found in the desert. Why are you
Maybe
making
I
that
just-
face?
I don't know. Something about this map is familiar. It reminds me of a dream I used to have.
Are you okay?
Come on, Fone Bone. Let's get back to the farm and find Grandma.
Right behind you, Thorn.
I wonder if that's the Queen of Dragons reincarnated.
I
But I
can't
mean,
believe Fone Bone would just
the
leave me out
story
here
is
wandering
just
around
weird.
hungry and helpless. I'll bet he's back
And
in
he has a
Boneville
star on
right
his
now,
chest, so that's
sitting
who
in
the
my
dragon's
house,
looking
eating
for.
my food.
So now I'm in control of Phone's cousin Phony. So maybe we'll play as each character. Have like $1. So I guess I'm just gonna walk. Gargle.
Shut up! I just ate a stick an hour ago. What do you want from me?
So apparently I need to find some food.
Shut up, stomach. Oh, cruel, cruel fate. Why have you abandoned your most beloved son? God, I pity me. Okay, I'll try to find some food.
So, an interesting way to start the quest here. Find food. Here's the guy. So, we know this takes place after Phone. So let's just
What
look
the
here.
heck are you supposed to be?
I'm Ted's brother. I'm a big bud.
You look more like
Does
a
he
big
have a
bloated
name?
leaf. You seen a guy named Fone Bone around?
Who?
So, we know he has, but he's probably not
My
going to
cousin,
remember.
Fone Bone.
Never heard of him.
Not surprised you haven't heard of Fone Bone. You don't seem to listen very well.
Look, you. We don't like troublemakers in our valley, and you're a troublemaker if I ever seen one.
Yeah, whatever. Where can I get some food?
I
Yeah,
think
the
there's some
conversations
apples
here.
on the other side of the river.
It's not a great system here. See, I want those apples get out of the way.
Look, I haven't eaten for hours.
What's your point?
I want those apples. Get out of the way.
You should mind your manners.
This is a waste of time. You're in my way.
So,
You're nothing but an overgrown aphid.
why you?
So I've got to get him to attack and do what?
I am not swimming across that. Okay, they're rocks. Big deal.
So this seems like it's just conversation again. Let's talk to him and see if we can get him
Hey,
to...
you! I've seen smarter amoebas.
Why, you?
There we go. Get him to run into the rock.
No bug alive can match my superior intellect.
And now we're cross.
Good thing this log is here so I can cross the river.
So I wonder if there's a limited number of scenes and we're just gonna play every scene 3 times. Ate the whole apple.
Hey, the tree has apples in it.
Now, this is the guy with the star, so that's who the rat creatures and the dragon I think we're looking for. So do I just sneak past the dragon?
Hey, you! Wake up! The name's Fone Bone, richest bone in Boneville. You've probably heard of me. I'm looking for a guy named Fone Bone. You seen him?
So I'm putting myself in danger.
All right, I'm out of here.
So I imagine storyline wise, there's an important reason for him not to see this guy. At least a slight
They don't have any
reason.
proper roads around this place.
And it's just like walking to where we were. We can look at the possums, I guess.
Hello, Fone.
I don't have time for autographs, kids. I'm in a hurry.
Sorry, mister. We thought you were someone else.
We thought you were Fone Bone.
I don't look anything like Fone Bone. Wait a minute. Did you say you know Fone Bone?
Yeah.
Fone Bone's my cousin.
His cousin? All right.
We like Fone Bone.
He plays hide and seek with us.
Yeah, he would. I don't have time to talk to you kids. Maybe later.
So we can't walk this direction, I don't think. Though, even though we know what to do, I think we've got to talk to the kids again.
Annoying little squirts. If I give you kids $1, will you tell me where Fone went?
What's $1?
You're kidding.
No, really. What is it?
Oh, never mind. I think I feel ill. You kids got anything to eat?
Nope.
Hey, how about you kids coming back with me to that tree and climbing up to get some apples? I'll split the apples with you, 90-10.
Our mama told us to stay here till she gets back.
Yeah, we can't go nowheres. Sorry, mister.
Come on, just tell me where Fone Bone went.
Yeah, tell me where he went.
Not till he plays a game with us.
Let's play hide and seek.
Really?
Oh, brother. Fine, let's make it quick.
Yay! He's gonna play with us. You hide, and we'll find you.
Go hide.
Come on.
I already regret this.
1, 2, 3.
Tell us hot or cold.
Okay, so I need to keep them away from me, so I'm just gonna cheat now.
Warm. Cold.
Where is he?
Cold. Cold.
I don't see him. Me neither.
Cold.
Where are you, Mr. Bone?
I'm behind the big rock.
Sure you are.
Cold.
Gee, I wish we could find him.
Cold.
All right.
I totally cheated and they still
Tell us
found
hot
me.
or cold.
So,
Warm.
interesting. Now they're going in different directions.
Cold.
You're not too good at this game.
Warm.
Maybe he needs more practice.
I'm right here, you dumb kids.
So I'm trying to help them, I
Warm.
guess.
Where is he?
You're red hot.
I don't see him. Me neither.
Alright, let's try cold.
Cold.
Where are you, Mr. Bone?
Cold.
So they seem to go the opposite direction.
Cold.
You're not too good at this game.
I'm behind those rocks by the river. Cold.
Maybe he needs more practice.
So it seems like which way they're facing, they'll go
Cold.
backwards. This seems ridiculous.
Warm.
Where is he?
Warm. Warm. Look
This
behind
is
the big rock
strange.
already.
Where do you think he really is?
Warm. Cold.
I don't see him. All right.
So now I can
Cold.
I don't see him.
now I can
Me neither.
direct this final one.
Warm.
Let's see, cold.
Cold.
Where are you, Mr. Bone?
Over here, slug brains.
This
Warm.
is better than the
Wish we
other
could
hide
find
and
it.
seek, I would say. Let's see. So if I say hot, will he
You're
turn
red hot.
direction?
You're not too good at this game.
Alright, warm.
Warm.
Maybe he needs more practice.
Let's see.
Cold.
Where is he?
Cold.
I don't see him.
He rotates 90 degrees
Me neither.
each
Look over
time.
here, in this pile of rocks.
Huh? Where?
And the hints
Warm.
are happening way too early
Cold.
Where
for
are you,
this
Mr.
puzzle.
Bone?
Way too early.
Cold. Cold. Cold.
Gee, I wish. Yeah!
There we
Let's
go.
again.
Look, I don't have time for you right now.
Okay, go close your eyes and count to 10.
Really? So I just had to do that to be able to walk here. Already knew where I was going.
Hi, mister. You new around here?
But this is the first time we have no idea where Fone Bone went from here.
I'm looking for a guy named Fone Bone. You seen him?
Bone? Oh, yeah, I've seen him.
You have? I'm saved. Where is he?
Don't know. Could be he's at the farm by now.
The farm?
Who are you?
Be polite.
Ted, I'm a bug.
Spare me the details, friend. Take me to Fone Bone at once.
Well, I don't know he's there for sure, but we can ask Grandma Ben.
Okay, fine. Let's get a move on.
So I
Come on,
wonder
man, I
if
ain't got all
I'm
day.
I got
like,
to warn you, Grandma Ben's an old lady, and she might not take to your attitude much.
Don't worry about me, Bug. There ain't a woman alive who can resist my charms.
I wonder if we're doing the first act, or if we're gonna just, or if we're gonna have like one more small section playing as the banjo guy,
Well,
and
hello,
that's gonna be the
Ted,
whole
dear.
game.
Who's your friend?
This here fella been asking to meet you.
Oh, he looks like such a nice young man. What is it you wanted, dear?
Look at that polygon count there. It's like 6 polygons to make that chin. Way low by today's standards. I mean, just look at this rock. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe at most. Whereas you might have hundreds and hundreds of on a rock by today's standards, if not thousands, maybe even millions. We just want to know if Fone Bone's around here. That's all we
Fone
want
Bone
to know.
around here?
Fone Bone?
Yeah, I sent him earlier to find Thorn. Thought they might have come back here.
Well, I just now got back from town, so I wouldn't know.
You got any food around this place?
Oh, are you hungry, dear?
I'm starving.
Every
Just
choice
walk
is a
around
bad
asking people
choice.
for food for no reason?
Wow.
I might be able to find you something
I
to
don't
eat
like
at the
that.
house, if you're willing to work for your supper.
I do not like the thought of being given 3 bad attitude responses to choose for no reason. Like, I want to play as my character. I don't want to have to play as somebody who is just abrasively rude. If I'm gonna be rude, I want it to be my choice.
I am Funcible P. Bone, the richest bone in Boneville. I don't have to work for anything.
You poor thing. You must be far from home.
Let's just keep on asking for
Chit-chat,
food.
Grams. You got any food or not?
Well, that's about enough of that. Ted, dear, I think you'd better leave. I'm gonna tear this little fella apart from the inside out.
Yes, ma'am. See you around, pal.
So Ishmael finds this ship to sign up with, right? And he hears about this mysterious captain, but...
Yikes! Fone Bone, save me! That crazy old lady tried to kill me!
Well, bless my buttons. What have we got here?
Hello, ma'am.
They're called bones, Grandma.
Sorry, dear, you can't keep them.
But,
No buts. I don't want any pets running around the house.
Grandma, they're not pets.
Can you milk them? If you can't milk them, they're pets.
That's it!
Grandma,
Well, they were mammals, so
Funny.
technically they should be able to. If they were female, they should be able to be milked. If the rat creature is calling them a mammal is correct. So we're gonna ask where's Smiley, and why does Bone have Moby Dick as his favorite book? I don't know. Maybe there's a running gag to it. Thorn thinks Grandma can help us get back to Boneville. Where's Smiley? Let's ask about Smiley.
Where's Smiley?
Smiley? I thought he was with you.
You haven't seen him since we split up?
The last time I saw that chowderhead, he was saying how cool it was that we were about to be pulverized by insects.
Gee, I hope Smiley's okay.
They're almost perfect opposites. You have one guy who's probably a little too nice and one guy who's way too mean.
Thorn thinks Grandma
And we're
Ben
just
can help
going
us
through
get
the
back to
dialogue,
Boneville.
so
Help!
this game
Help!
has
They
stories.
destroyed my cousin's brain! Oh my god, they've already milked you, haven't they?
Look, do you think you can behave for just a couple of days?
Okay, I'll be good. But if we wind up chopped to bits and buried in the woodshed, don't come crying to me.
You promise you aren't gonna get us in trouble?
Jeez, you want it in writing?
You have a piece of paper?
Oh, quit your whining. Why don't you introduce me to your good-looking friend?
Phony, this is Thorn. Thorn, Phony.
So, what have you been doing with my cousin? You two got a little thing going on, or what?
Phony!
No, huh? Figures. What'd you do, bore her to death talking about Moby Dick?
Well, you boys can stay if you want, but you'll have to sleep in the barn.
Wow,
And
that's
do a few chores before dinner.
a switch.
We come from a place called Boneville, ma'am. Thorn says you might be able to help us get back.
Well, I never heard of a place called Boneville, but the spring fair's coming up in Barrel Haven, and folks come from all over for that. Maybe someone there can help you.
Alright, so how do we get to Barrel Haven?
How do we get to Barrel Haven?
It's not so far. I'm going back into town tomorrow. If you and your cousin are up to a few chores, you can eat and sleep here tonight, and we'll all go into town together.
Okay, so we're gonna do some more little puzzles in the form of
Thanks,
chores,
ma'am.
and
We're happy to
it's a
help.
good
All right,
descriptor
then.
for them.
Phony Bone,
Every single
you
one of
go to
these.
the hot springs and pull up a few turnips for dinner, then go up to the apple tree at the top of the waterfall and bring back a couple of apples. There's a path next to the house that's a shortcut up there. Fone Bone, you and Thorn can finish washing the potatoes, split a log for the fire, and bring 2 buckets of water to the porch.
Hold on. Why do I have to go back to the stupid forest and Phone gets to stay here at the farm?
You want to eat tonight?
Yeah.
All right, kids, get cracking.
Let's go get the wood, I guess.
Let's get that wood.
Okay, I'll chop the wood and you can finish with the potatoes.
What? Where I come from, what you just said is backwards. Chopping firewood is a manly thing. And since I'm the man, I'll do the manly thing.
Okay.
I think the one with the longer arms has a better chance there to do that. Like,
What kind of manly thing is that?
Chin-ups, wash the potatoes.
Hey, Bone, what you doing?
I need to split firewood, but this axe is stuck.
Oh yeah, you want some help?
sure, why not?
Sure, Ted.
Okie doke, Bone. I think I got some friends can help you out. Go for it, boys.
Termites?
Don't mention it, Bone. Happy to help.
But
See you around, Bone.
Now what am I gonna do?
Well, I've got the axe, now I need to find a stick. Let's see, because I can't just take the axe and drive it into the log.
I guess this is the log I should split.
Now what am I gonna do?
I guess this is the log I should split.
So, let's see where we can walk now. Let's take some corn.
Excuse me, Grandma Ben, do you mind if I use one of these corn cobs?
I suppose not. Just don't go spoiling your dinner.
Corn cob. In the old days, they used to use corn cobs as toilet paper. Bucket of water.
Hey, there's a hole in this bucket.
I think there's a song that goes that way.
Not a bad idea, but this corn cob is just a bit too big.
So can I eat the corn cob? Can I interact with it? Let's get a rock. Can't really walk this way, it seems. What is it about cartoons, comics, and other stories where you have fantasy creatures that aren't even human falling in love with the human girls?
Maybe they're for collecting rainwater?
Like, I really cannot think of a single story where where a fantasy creature explicitly said they weren't interested. I guess that's probably because it would make no sense that that would ever happen. But it sure does happen a lot. Hey, I split the wood. So now, what do I do with the corn cob? I mean, this. How do I get it to work? Maybe I talk to her?
Excuse me, Grandma Ben?
What is it, Fone Bone?
Fone and I are looking for our third cousin, ma'am. You wouldn't have happened to have seen him.
Can't say that I have, but if he's anywhere in the valley, he'll likely show up at the spring fair in Barrelhaven.
What's the spring fair?
Let's ask about the
It's
spring
big
fair.
event round here every year. Folks come from all over the valley for it.
Finished with the wood.
I need more clean water.
Okay, kids, go get the water then.
No problem.
So we see these little wood knobs there. Let's see.
There you are. Do me a favor? Don't mention your friend the dragon to Grandma.
Why not? You believe in rat creatures. Why don't you believe in dragons?
Everyone believes in rat creatures. Do you have dragons back in Boneville?
But I saw one. He had a goatee and a cigarette and big old hairy ears.
You were just seeing things. Dragons are make-believe.
You know, that's what he wants you to think. He doesn't want you to know he exists.
Actually, I just want her to think you're nuts.
So
I really don't think that's gonna work.
is it a... Let's give her this.
I'd rather not do that.
Let's switch this coin with a different coin cob.
I don't think that's going to help anything.
I can't eat it myself. There's something somewhere here I'm not seeing. What is it? What little thing in the corner? No, it couldn't really be in the corner. It could be high up in the middle, or it can be low down in the middle. But
I'm not going to be getting any water this way.
let's see, what if we... It's like, let's just talk to her again, I guess?
Excuse me, Grandma Ben?
What is it, Fone Bone?
I'll get back to work now.
All right then. We'll have time to chit-chat over dinner. Now let's get those chores done.
It's so ridiculous. This game feels also so much like a demo than instead of a complete game. We're just going from like scene to scene with no connection. The audio recording is amazing, it even exists, but it's not mixed very well. In a couple places I've already noticed that one character seems a lot louder and like they're in a totally different room.
Dragon.
Yeah, what is it?
Are you following me around?
Why would I do that?
That's what I want to know.
Ever think maybe it's you who's following me around?
Seriously, why are you following me around?
You need my help. You know how to find me.
Can you help me out?
What do you need?
Breathe fire on this corn cob.
Can you tell me how to make Thorn like me more?
I'm not sure I'm the best person to give romantic advice.
Can you breathe fire on this corn cob?
You sure you want me to?
Can you fix this bucket for me?
I wouldn't want to deprive you of the experience.
Let's see. Come on, you have to know something to make Thorn like me.
You must have some idea about how I can make Thorn like me.
Well, there's all the usual mumbo-jumbo. Flowers, chocolates. Or you can just try being yourself.
You don't know that much about girls, do you?
I know what I know. Don't worry so much.
Alright, breathe
Please,
fire
just
on the
breathe
corn
fire
cob.
on the corn cob.
Okay.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
So now I've popped all the corn off, which means I can use it right there. And now I can take the bucket and use it here and get some water. And let's go talk to Grandma.
Excuse me, Grandma Ben?
What is it, Fone Bone?
Grandma Ben, that's probably a Spider-Man reference. Uncle Ben.
Here's your water,
Except for
man.
it's Grandma
All
Ben
right
this
then,
time.
Fone Bone. Why don't you wait in the house till your cousin gets back?
So now we have to play as him. See, I kind of wonder if we're going to play as the other guy at all.
They're stuck in the ground.
Are they all stuck in the ground? So we need apples.
Ah, they're stuck good.
We need... Let's see. We need to get the apples. We need to get something else. Was there anything else over here? Oh, a shovel. So we gotta talk to these kids and get the shovel from them.
Hey, kids.
Hey guys, it's Fone Bone's cousin again. Oh no.
Just ignore him.
Say, that's a nifty spade you guys got there.
Thanks? It's our mom's shovel and you can't have it.
You guys know how to get those turnips from the spring?
We're not talking to you. Get your own turnips.
You kids want to play a game or something?
We don't want to play with you.
Good.
Yeah, you cheat.
Yeah, cheater.
I did cheat.
Don't you want to play dead with your Uncle Phony?
I don't feel like playing dead.
We don't want to play with you.
And you're not our uncle.
How about if I tell you a story?
Well, we don't want a story neither. He can't cheat at telling stories.
What kind of story?
Let's see. So let's tell him a story.
What kind of... it's a story about something really exciting that happened in Boneville, where I come from.
Well, maybe I'll hear just a little bit of the story.
Oh, brother. I'll bet it's a dumb story.
Okay, once upon a time, there was...
This poor bone that nobody understands, a very clever bone full of ideas. There was this bone. So, should I be true to the character and say the poor bone nobody understood, or the clever bone full of great ideas? There was this bone.
A very clever bone, full of great ideas.
Was that Fone Bone?
No, it wasn't Fone Bone. It was me.
So I want it to be, I guess, as sensationalized as possible.
One day, this bone came up with the most amazing idea he'd ever had. He decided the best way to make the other bones like him was to run for mayor.
So yeah, this huge picnic.
So we had a huge picnic with yummy prune tarts and music and games and invited everyone in town.
Ooh, sounds like fun.
Seems like it's
Everything
working.
was going great until... By a cruel twist of fate, the giant 50-foot balloon the Bode had made of himself broke free and started chasing all the townspeople.
Oh no!
So this giant balloon came at the people. There was nowhere for him to run. It leaned down on him and...
And they played dead. Ah! Success.
Superior intellect wins again. That is quite the mess those kids are making. It's a disgusting mess.
Okay. Oh, they're making a mud pie. An actual pie made out of mud. That's what they were doing. So now I can take this spade. I thought they were burying a real pie. I was like, that doesn't make any sense.
Forget it. I'm not gonna throw my back out over some vegetables.
Spade.
Yes! Thought you were safe and snug in your little dirt home, didn't you? Well, you're mine, turnips! Mine!
There definitely is something to be said about a lot of dialogue never being heard or used, depending on your playthrough in a game like this. I guess that's also true for any game with multiple conversation options. But yeah, it's rather redundant. We're skipping, I would say, 3 lines of conversation for every one we pick. So he saw the dragon too. So if I could ever get this guy to admit that he saw the dragon, then we could get Thorn to believe in it. But I don't see a particular reason why we need her to
Here's
believe.
the apple tree.
So let's see if we can get Tom's brother here to chase us. I already know what I'm gonna do.
Again.
What's the matter? Your head still hurt from last time?
You don't know the meaning of hurt yet, mister.
Bring it, buddy!
So I'm going this way.
Why, you?
Jeez, I could have sworn that would have knocked him down.
I could sure use some of those apples.
Shovel on this rock.
This is a waste of time. I'm smarter than that. There's the apple tree.
So, give him the shovel, maybe?
What do you think that's supposed to accomplish?
I honestly don't know. See, that seemed like that was the solution, and it did seem a little easy. But I can't imagine that there's anything else here. Let's go talk to the guy. See if maybe there's some dialogue here.
Cool your jets, pal. I need your help.
Why should I help you?
Because I'm too short to reach the apples.
Don't bother me with your problems, bud.
Look, I'll give you $5 if you help me out.
What is that? Can you eat it?
What? No! What is wrong with this stupid valley?
Let's see.
Why, you?
Well,
stupid bug.
Well, that worked. So I just needed to walk to the
Here's your stupid produce.
All right.
area, to the right place.
Eat up, kids. Big day tomorrow.
The spring fair. I can't wait.
So do we just eat things? Or do we talk? See, there's nothing here. There's also not a plate. Well, there is a plate, but we can see it, so let's ask Grandma.
Grandma Ben, how long have you and Thorn lived here?
Oh, we've been here a good long time.
I don't remember ever living anywhere else.
How'd you come to own the farm?
I prefer to keep the past in the past, Bone.
Sounds sensible to me.
What's your favorite part of the festival?
Well, every year I run in a great cow race against the fastest cows in the valley. Gets the old blood pumping.
So the Great Cow Race is the next game, and that makes me a little worried that it actually is episode 2 of this series, and then that's all they got to. So this game may end rather abruptly. You race against cows?
You race against the cows, ma'am?
Sure do. The villagers love it, and it's good for keeping these old bones working.
You must be pretty fast to race against those cows.
Well, I just do my best and try and have a good time.
Oh, ha ha. There's hardly a cow in the valley that can beat Grandma on the 100-yard dash.
How many cows are usually in this race, anyhow?
Oh, usually about a dozen or so.
Notice the lips aren't moving when they're talking. A 100-yard dash? You might be able to beat a cow in a 100-yard dash, because it may take them a while to gain speed. Let's ask this question.
How fast does a cow run anyway?
Not as fast as Grandma.
Now, dear.
Huh. I never thought of cows as the racing type.
Well, I don't know about Boneville, but around here they breed some pretty mean racing cows. Oh, Grandma,
Notice
I
how
almost
they're
forgot.
eating
I
vegetables
think
and the other
Lulubelle
guy's
is
eating
feeling a
meat.
little sick.
Oh, yeah? What's wrong with her?
She's just not eating like normal.
Okay then. I'll take a look at her after dinner.
So, Lulubelle, let's see. Hey, Phony, you know how much Smiley likes to bet on races? Who's Lulubelle? I guess... I don't even want to ask that question, let's just ask who's Lulubelle.
Who's Lulubelle?
Lou is one of Grandma's fastest racing cows. Sometimes, Grandma takes her to the Great Cow Race, as well as entering herself.
So we got a whole new set of conversations here.
Everything sure smells great, Thorn.
Why, thanks, Fone Bone. Dig in.
Do you go to the fair every year?
Oh, yes. We never miss it, and we aren't the only ones. People come from all over the valley every year.
What's interesting... I don't even know what I was gonna say. I guess nothing's that interesting. It's just like... No, I was thinking... Now I remember. It would be funny if the game realized that I was talking to her more than anyone else and remembered that. And then she eventually recognized that I was more interested than her.
Like?
Oh, it's so much fun. There are all sorts of people who come in to perform all kinds of tricks. I also love the booths where you can buy all kinds of amazing things from all over the valley. And of course, there's the big cow race.
That seems like that question should have been asked a long time ago. What's the cow
What
race?
kind of things do you look for at the booths?
Oh, I usually just look. But this time, I'm gonna buy some dye and make a beautiful blue dress.
What do people do around there when the fair isn't in town?
Well, I only ever go for the fair. The Barrelhaven Tavern's very popular, I guess. And other than that, I guess they just work and live their lives. What do you do in Boneville?
What do they do in Boneville?
Oh, sort of the same, I guess.
Boneville sure beats the heck out of this place.
Oh, it's not so bad.
Oh, brother.
Aren't you going to eat, Phone?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Do you go to the... Seems like yawn is gonna end this whole thing if I just fall asleep. Do you go to the fair every year?
Do you go to the fair every year?
Oh, yes. We never miss it, and we aren't the only ones. People
I
come
think
from
we already
all over
asked
the
that
valley
question.
every year.
Some of these questions go to... It's like... Go just right back to each other.
Why don't you live closer to the town?
It's quiet here and peaceful. I like my solitude.
How big is the valley?
How big is the valley?
Oh, it's a big place. To the far east are the mountains, and in the southeast are Pawa and Athia.
So...
Ever think of going off and seeing some of these places?
Oh no, I like it here. Besides, who'd take care of Grandma?
I can think of a couple of pit bulls I could get for the job.
You're so great, Thorn. This feels like a dating simulator more than an adventure game.
Oh, brother.
Aren't you going to eat, Fone?
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm just gonna say yawn. I think we've done it as much as I care to. Thank you for your hospitality, ma'am. I hope we can find some fine smiley.
Thank you very much for your hospitality, ma'am.
You boys did your part. I appreciate good help around the old place.
Slave labor's more like it.
So let's just yawn now.
Well, big day tomorrow. Let's cut the chit-chat and everyone get some shut-eye.
Yeah.
You boys can sleep in the house. Just make sure to keep it down here.
Good night, Phony. Good night, Fone Bone.
Oh.
Get up before I crush your heads! King Dog!
Sire, what are you doing here? May I kiss your feet? I wish I had some quiche I could offer you.
Quiet! I've had scouts out looking for you too!
You have? How flattering. I'm flattered. Are you flattered?
You two are starting to make me look bad. The Hooded One has summoned you both to a high council tonight.
The Hooded One?
Has something happened? He has received word that the one we seek, the small, bald creature with the star on its chest, has been seen in the valley.
He has? But...
He was last seen in your territory. Come with me.
So, this is weird. It's like a totally different animation style now. It's like a dream of the person telling the story. So it was probably Thorn telling us the story at the beginning. That could be a hooded one. That's a hood. It's like Thorn as a child.
Thorn, the rat creatures have surrounded the farm. Hurry!
Grandma, what's going on? Where are they?
They've surrounded the house. Hurry down here.
Where's Phony?
I don't know. He was gone when I woke up.
Little squirt probably ran off.
Do you have a plan, Grandma?
I have an idea that might work. Okay, children, this is what we're going to do. When I say run, you run. Got that?
What? That's your plan? Run where?
Be sure you split up and don't let him catch you. I'll hold him off.
Okay, kids, run!
There's a back door. Come on.
Don't worry about me. I fought the rats back in the big war.
In the big war?
Split up? This is a terrible place.
So here we are, running again. Oops. And I seemingly can't afford to make mistakes. Oh. Sorry, the audio clicked. The mouse gets all over the wrong place because the cursor disappears. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna make this. It's like... Yeah, the mouse cursor's all over the place. And I got caught. And we're gonna have to go a little long here because let's just skip the chase sequence. Yeah, let's just skip it. I have no interest in
Right
playing
there.
that.
Why, look, Ted. It's a meeting of the new community leaders.
Ooh, a town meeting. Does we gets to vote? I just loves to vote.
Stay back, worm. Our numbers are too great. We are not afraid of
Who's
you.
we?
Man,
Yes!
it seems like it just
I told you
skips
there was a
stories.
dragon. I told you.
Grandma, are you alright?
Of course I am, dear.
The dragon saved us, Grandma. A real dragon. Look.
I can see. Hello, dragon.
Hello, Rose. It's been a while.
Yep.
Apparently they know each
Come
other.
on, Ted.
And then they just leave.
What was that all about? Do you and the dragon know each other?
That's none of your beeswax, Bone. Now, come on. We're going into town where it's safe. And I bet we find that troublemaking cousin of yours there, too.
Yo, Fone Bone!
Smiley Bone!
Hey, my little pal is safe!
So I
Oh
think
my
we may
gosh,
be
I was
at the
so
end of the
worried about
game.
Hey, Phony! Fone Bone's here!
Hey!
Hey, hey!
So, once again, small one, your friends have come to you. But make no mistake, we will complete our transaction. You have been spared for now, Constable P. Bone.
Okay. And that is Act 1 out from Boneville. So it was only like 2 hours for this game. Alright, so it doesn't look good for the Bone series since we know the Great Cow Race is the second part, and I'm not sure there. Well, I'm certain there isn't any more parts, so I don't know how the story's really going to end. If I was the maker of Bone, I would go to Telltale right about now. Now that they're at this high peak and they can do a really good job at making a game, and say, I would like you to remake it, take a new story with my character and really do something with it, because this is a really rough game. It's like point and click adventure only at the very surface of it. We picked up like 3 items in the entire game, and maybe 5 or 6, but not a lot. The entire act only took 2 hours. It is also, I guess, the first episodic game that Telltale Games made, and they still are doing that, and they really need to get away from it. I know that I've heard them talk, and they seem to love releasing only portions of games and selling them separately. It's not good, though. It's not good for the video game industry. It's not good for their name. We're very likely that we're going to see why it's not good when we do the Great Cow Race. I thought that this game would go for at least a month first going into it. I'm glad it didn't. The scenes jumped all over the place. There was no story here. I'm surprised it even has voice acting. It's really rough. Now, you do have to look at it from the perspective that this is Telltale's second game they ever made. And their first game was just a CD-ROM Texas Hold'em poker game, which didn't have any, by comparison, is much simpler. So, and they were probably developing the Telltale tool. You saw in the credits there it said created by the Telltale tool, which is still what they use, but I think they've upgraded the versions quite a lot to modern times. But yeah, this was really bad for Bone, I think. If you're a fan of the Bone comic, let me know down in the comments, like, what's the whole story about? How many issues were released? Those type of things. There's a lot of special thanks to people with the same last name. That's strange. Because, like, I'm not really getting any feeling as far as this. It feels kind of like maybe Pete's Dragon, which is a really old movie that they're just now in 2016 making a remake for. But yeah, it's... Would I ever want to play this a second time? No. I didn't even want to do the race at the end. So, that's Bone out from Boneville. I would highly only suggest getting this if you just were buying the entire Telltale collection. There's just some of those early games that any company, the first, second, third game any company makes these days, if it was made 10 or 11 years ago, yeah, you're not probably going to want to play it at all. This one is incredibly short though, so you could run through it in a couple of hours and not feel terrible. It did have the issue of not actually running on a Windows 10 PC, but you can fix that pretty well. So, yeah, just rough. Missing a real game here, and missing story. It's missing story, it's missing a game, it's missing everything. You can't really even say much about it, it's just so light. It feels like an experiment, it feels like a tech demo. It doesn't feel like a complete product. It isn't a complete product, we know that. It's Act 1 and all that, so yeah, I would give this one a pass unless you are a die-hard Telltale Games historian. Anywho, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.